When we opened the shop, it was an idea that we had from the outset, and it's nice that it's finally came to fruition now. And we've got to work with some amazing artists. You know, John McFarlane has done all the interior artwork, and John's a fantastic artist. We've got Tara O'Connor doing the colours. We've had even actually my hero John McCrae do one of the variant covers, and we come up with the idea of a zombie-related comic. Now you might think, oh, that's been done before, but we, from childhood right through to now, we love horror, we love gore, we love all of those things. So we thought that a zombie sort of romp would be quite fun, and the artist that we got on board to do that, when we talked through the ideas, that was the one that stood out to him as well.
The book itself was drawn over, say, maybe 5 or 6 months altogether, so it went through a lot of iterations between the start and the end. Like the ideas at the start were a lot different than what we finally ended up with.
My dad, Daniel Flanagan, he wrote the comic. The way it worked was me and Austin created the story. My dad then crafted it into an actual story, and from there we then broke it down into essentially panels. The Stan Lee method of creating comics, apparently.
I wanted to do something that I hadn't really seen done in too many other types of comics. You know, which for me was the combination of horror and comedy. I was a big fan years ago of those kind of Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein kind of movies. So you know, that, you know, along with the kind of modern day Shaun of the Dead kind of vibe was where I kind of thought would be best taking the story. So so yeah, there's a lot of comedy, and it's hopefully that I've got the balance right between the horror aspects, the gore, and of course the comedy.
Nobody knows me better than my dad. So nuances, traits that I would have, things that I would say, nobody better to actually encapsulate that than my dad. And that's kind of why this comic works so well, that we do have someone who knows us intimately writing us. And yeah, just coming back to having a lot of fun and having it as an enjoyable experience for the reader who may not know us either, to pick up and identify with the characters in the comic, as well as for people who know us to say, okay, I know really well that sums up Austin perfectly or sums up Aaron perfectly.
Comic readers are very loyal, but you want to kind of get that loyalty as quickly as you can, and one way to do that is, I suppose, is to make the store very personal. And there are a lot of big impersonal stores around, and the comic book guys you cannot accuse of not being invested in their store. You know, if you see the logo for the store, you'll know who the guys are. You know, so I think that's kind of lovely. It's kind of sweet in a way. It's, you know, it's nice. They're not a big faceless monolith. I think it does the store good. It does comics good. It does John, who's done the artwork, does him great, seeing people pick up his work, and you know, it's his first work as well, so and it's a lovely job.
I'm really happy with how it ended up looking. There's still some things that would change, but that's the same with everybody. But you can only really learn by doing, and I think doing a full book from start to finish has made me learn more than anything.
The entire process has been a fun process. It's been hard work, absolutely hard work. There's been many late nights. But the end product is something that we really stand over, we're really proud of.